We do have a quorum, but Mr. Martin just texted me, said he's gonna be about 10 minutes late, but, I guess we'll get started. Because we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do have a quorum, so.
Byron's healthy?
He's still under the weather, yeah. So if you would like to lead us in prayer, Alderman Ashby, and obviously keep Mr. Byron in our prayers to for his health to get better.
Our gracious Lord, we just thank you for this time of year, Lord, that you sacrificed your life for us, Lord, that we would keep that as our forefront as we go forward from today, Lord. We just ask that you would be with us tonight in our meeting, Lord, that we would make you proud of the decisions that we make as a team. Lord, we lift up Byron to you. We just ask that you would just heal him from whatever it is that he's going through, Lord, that you would give him good health again, and Lord, that you would bring him back to the meetings with us. We love you. We ask all these things in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. The pledge, Mr. Mater, you want to lead us in the pledge? Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right. Looks like Mr. Martin made it. Let's see, roll call. I guess acting Madam Clerk. Tessa.
Jeff Ashby.
Here.
Katie Shuffle.
Here.
Brad Cole.
Here.
Jeff Dorey.
Here.
Dickie Lotway.
Here.
Vernon Martin.
Here. Last time.
Sandy Marks. Here. Sammy Reggie. And Byron Wilson.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's see. Public hearing, we're going to recess the council meeting. We'll open the public hearing. I guess we had a surprise meeting tonight. We'll open the public hearing. Public hearing for proposed ordinance number 1549, an ordinance to enact section 2-23, public records request policies and procedures, and section 2-24, public records request fee schedule for the purpose of establishing policies and procedures for responding to public records requests, and a fee schedule to be applied to production of records in response thereto, to repeal all ordinances or parts of ordinances contrary thereto or in conflict therewith, to provide for the provisions hereof to be severable, and to provide for all matters relative thereto. Any proponents of the ordinance change? First call for proponents. Second call, proponents. Anybody in favor of the ordinance change want to speak? Third call, third and final call for proponents of the ordinance change. Anybody want to speak in favor of the ordinance change? First call for anybody in opposition of the ordinance change. Anybody want to speak in opposition of the ordinance change? Ms. Stringfellow?
Thank you, Mayor. I don't know if I'm in opposition, but can I get some clarity on
Yes, ma'am.
What this ordinance is?
Let me see if I got it here. So we are changing and getting in line with some of the other cities of public records request and the fee schedule for public records request. The fees for production of, obviously, public records. Let me see here. For all purposes herein, two-sided copies shall be considered 2 pages. Notwithstanding the fees listed below, the fees for the production, all items herein shall be the greater of the actual cost of production. The item or those costs listed herein below. Photocopies, digital or printed, are $1 per page for the first 25 pages and 50 cents per page thereafter. That's for 8.5 by 11 or smaller. Photocopies, digital or printed, for 8.5 by 11 or larger than 8.5 by 11. The actual cost of reproduction, if greater than above, which is going to be the same. Certified and or true copies, $20 per certification. Videos, $30 per video. Photos, $1 per photo. Accident or incident reports, $10 per report. Code violation reports, $10 per report. Pre-produced standardized maps, $5 for 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14 is 7, 11 by 17 is 10, 36, and it really breaks it all down. I mean, I can get you a copy of
So
this.
there's no change in the dates? It's just the fees?
No, just
Okay.
the fees, because the dates are state
Or
statutes.
state
Yes,
statute? And we're
yes,
not
this is-
going over state statute
Nope.
with the fees?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And are the fees going to be listed on the website?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We will post all this stuff.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. Third and final call for any opponents, anyone wishing to speak against the ordinance. Anyone's third and final call? Okay, we'll close the public hearing and reopen the council meeting. No appearances, agenda amendments. Yes, sir, Mr. Martin? Okay. An announcement?
Yes,
Okay, go ahead.
I will be
I'll give
resigning,
you- Okay,
and I have a few things that needs to be said. So I don't know if you're gonna give it to me at the beginning of the meeting or after, whatever, it's your meeting. Whenever you can afford me the time, I would appreciate it.
I'll be happy to let you speak now if you
Okay.
want, before we get into the rest of the agenda.
Thank you, sir. Brad, I guess you know what's going on, okay? My life been threatened. My family life been threatened. What drew the straw was my 6-year-old grandbaby. My daughter was telling me, Daddy, why do you do it? You got all the money you would ever need. You got fame. You got people know you all over, man. But yet, you put your life on the line for citizens of Crowley. And I told her, I said, it ain't about money. It ain't about notoriety. It's about helping people. I brought a few things in, and it's just going to take a minute here. And I'm hoping that somebody outdo me. Some of y'all got one of them, some of y'all got two. I got enough here to start a book. They're not on my wall. They stay in this right here, because it's not about this. I think I done served under 5 governors, from Jindal to you name it. All the way from Blanco. But anyway, these where they stay. They not on the wall in my office, because it ain't about that. To the person, and I know who you are, but I'm gonna play like I don't, that had the audacity, when I was here debating, not even debating, bringing questions from my constituents, whether you call 911, whether you call whatever, to that person, first $100,000 I done put aside. I got the best attorney that money, well, anything can buy. He happens to be the chancellor, Dr. Ernest Johnson at Southern University. Just letting you know, we coming. I called Ellie Mae, I called Risk Management, let Patrick know what's happening. Mayor, do y'all know that the city is not a part of RMI, that we are self-insured?
Yes, sir.
Did y'all know that? Okay. I don't know where the attorney at, but get ready. A $10 million defamation lawsuit will be filed. I don't give a damn what it takes or how much it takes. I'm about to play something for you here. Everywhere I go, I happen to be at the club, hangovers, playing the machines, having fun. Had a guy playing the guitar, and every once in a while he'd stop and take a break. All I heard was, what is that N doing here? We didn't know we let N's, you're trying to dress like President Trump and think he's President Trump? Call the mayor. Call the mayor. I want the mayor here because we're going to beat his A tonight. Remember when I was outside and you drove up? Yeah, that was about. Well, unbeknownst to everybody, the first 24 was mine, because what I carry. And there's a third one in case I need it. I protect myself. Everywhere I go, I have security. Okay? Chief, you know what happened that night? I was ready to die. I thought I was dead. Okay? But God said no. I'm about to play something for you right here, and I'll be finished with it, man. Everywhere I go, there's that damn Step Martin. You think he's this and that. I'm so glad this certain person, I wish the chief wasn't there. And by the way, Chief, they call you in lover. And I don't know, I mean, you represent everybody, but I mean, that's their words. The network has taught me something. And Brad, I'm so glad at my last official business was to help, and you know what I'm talking about, okay? I want y'all to listen to this right here. I don't know if it was done on purpose, because the more I think about it, I didn't see this person, and when I pulled out, all of a sudden I got rammed. Brad, it's not new to you, but it's new to them. You follow what I'm saying? Okay, hang on a second. Y'all just give me a second. It's hard because every time I hear it, it brings me into a bad place. I know I'm just want to play it if you don't mind. I was told that it's best that I get off the council, but I'm gonna pray on that, and if God say get off to do what I need to do, I will. Okay? I'll be calling a public meeting with all my constituents, and I want them to know what's going on. A lot of them been asking questions, but they don't have a clue as to what's going on. Okay, here we go. 2 o'clock in the morning, this person rams into me. 2 o'clock in the morning. Felt good because we just done a fundraiser for a fire victim. You know what I'm saying? Made a lot of money. I didn't catch everything because I'm glad I didn't. But I want y'all to hear this right here. This lady, drunk as a skunk. I'm trying to help her, and this is what happened.
Mr. Martin, remember this is public,
Right,
and
right.
If it's vulgar and stuff,
No,
maybe.
no.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I don't want to
Mayor.
stop you, but just remember that.
No. That's
there
why I
may be
said
some
I
young
didn't
people.
record it.
Okay, all right.
I hope y'all can hear it. Well, wait a minute. Hold up. It's in here. Hold up, wait. Let me go. Man, look. This is crazy because I got to go to settings. Oh Lord, this is not a good day. I'm just gonna hang up on her. But this is something that y'all have to hear. This is 2 o'clock in the morning, and out of nowhere, like I said, out of nowhere, this vehicle came. And okay, here we go. I don't know where you get that from.
Oh, it's on video.
It's what?
It's on video.
On video. It's on the what?
Video.
The video? You say you got the video?
Every city council meeting is on video.
I know it is. So you telling me that you saw me hit somebody?
I saw one of the city council meeting people hit somebody.
So you saw me hit somebody?
I don't know your name,
I just told you I'm Step Martin, and you just came out. And I'm the one.
I don't give a shit about whatever. Somebody get somebody.
Well, you're the one that accused me of it. So watch yourself,
Okay,
lady.
wait there. Here we go.
Get out the way. Man, yeah, you heard what she said. She accused me of hitting somebody at the city council meeting. Yeah. Watch how you say that, ma'am. It's called defamation. You never seen me hit anybody at no city council meeting, okay? I don't know where you get that from. And the bottom line here is that I don't appreciate you even coming at me like that. This woman just hit me from the back, speeding or what have you. She's probably drunk. You might want to check what's going on with her. It's with my mouth. I don't use my fist. Because if I did, this world would be a total changed world. There you go. And that's a calm one. I go to Walmart. I hear things. I hired people to watch my six. I brought a few things with me. This we're about the end. This right here is my pride and joy. When I tell people I'm known all the way to Washington, D.C. Chief, if you don't mind, can you read that, if you don't mind? This is the only thing that I carry. Go ahead. Right, Congressman. No, but you can read it if you don't mind. Yeah.
United States Representative of Louisiana's 2nd Congressional District congratulates Network 2022 Honorable Vernon Step Morton, Council Member, Crowley, Louisiana, Mr. Uniter, on this 25th day of November in the year 2022. Congressman Troy A. Carter, Sr.
They say there's over 3,000 members of the network. I only know a few. And this award was given to me, and if I don't mind, I'd like to read it. Tested and always combat ready, Vernon Step Martin, a 4-time Louisiana Municipal Black Caucus president. And the slogan was given, when you need help, you call Step. These are the only mementos out of everything. Ladies, I thank y'all. I'm going to pray on it. Matter of fact, I announced it to a few people. I done had about 30 or 40 calls. They want, before I make a decision, I'm going to have my attorney tell me where we're going. There's a few things I need to do, so it won't be just right now. But if y'all don't see me at the next meeting, it's about that. And once again, to that person, Tim, you know the type of business I'm in. I'm selling all my interests. I told my kids and grandkids, grandfather had y'all set for life. Got the word I'm about to have a great grandbaby. And that night I thought I was going to die. I wasn't afraid, though. Was not afraid. Chief, I want to thank your officers for coming that night. Big old truck, y'all. Turn his lights off, coming around the track. Yeah, I was in front of Lewis Dugard Church. I said, well, this is where I'm going to die, and I'm going to die by a church. Then I thought about it, well, if you die by a church, every time somebody passes here, they're going to say, that's where Step Martin died at. So I pushed on. I prayed, and God told me to push on, and I did. And Chief, when I called, the dispatcher said it'd be anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes before they can get to you. I said, don't worry about it. I'll be walking. And all of a sudden, I heard 2 cars coming, and that was only a minute or so afterwards. I just knew I had a mind to go knock on this person's door. I said, nope, because if somebody's going to kill me, they're going to kill them too. All of a sudden, car stopped. I didn't even look. I was just ready for whatever. It was one of your officers. Mr. Step, get in. I said, nope. Where they at? I said, around the corner. This guy, I didn't think them cars could burn rubber, but they did. And he told me to get in the next one. Get in. I said, nope, I'm walking. I'm here to tell you, he followed me all the way to my threshold. That's the kind of police officers that we have, okay? You hear all these crazy things about this, that, and the other. I can't speak for all, but I can speak for some. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a praying man. Well, I thank y'all for your time. I just hope that I live to see my great-grandbaby born. But I'm ready. God has blessed me. I'm putting things in order, and I'm still working for the. I thank y'all for that. Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Norton. All right. Let's see. Let's move on. Approval of minutes from regular council meeting held on March 18th at 25. Offered.
I move to dispense with reading of the minutes and approve as written.
Okay. And offered by Alderman Core, second by Alderwoman Marks. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Mayor's report, you'll see your sales tax chart, user fee chart, of course, the status report on the audit findings of fiscal year 25, and then your budget comparison. I gotta keep this on top so I can remember about this. Let's see, 2.5 sales tax. You know, I just, one point. 2.5 cent sales tax activity return for the month. I heard somebody say one day, not too long ago, that, you know, the city of Crowley got 10.5 cent sales tax. I said, well, yeah, that's collected in the city of Crowley, but the city of Crowley only gets 2.5% of that. The rest goes to the state and the parish. But if we'd have 10.5, then we'd be in, man, we'd have more employees and better paid employees and equipment and things. But anyway, it is a 2.5 cent sales tax. You can see that this year's February return collection for March is $695,046 compared to $680 flat last year this time. Sewer user fee is up. The collection for this month, $192,826 compared to $185,469, same time frame last year. Let's see, standing committee reports. Public Works, Alderman Dore, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Public Works Committee opened on Tuesday, April the 8th, 2025, 5 p.m. in the council chambers, and a quorum was present. Public Works Committee, first action item is, Step, you got me messed up over there.
That is all.
We're with you, Step, don't worry. A motion was made by Alderman Brad Core, seconded by Alderwoman Sandy Marks to approve the following, the proper procedure to have street block dedicated to Mr. Elson Arsenault. Motion carried, I so move.
Offered by Alderman Dore, second by Alderman Martin. Discussion?
Mayor, it was a great idea what you had about changing the street.
The
Just
actual street,
making it-
yeah.
Yeah,
Dedicating that block. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna work with Mike to get through that process and
Okay,
figure out what we gotta do, and then we'll plan
because we're looking at doing it, having the actual presentation, hopefully in a couple of weeks. So if not, we
Okay.
can, if it's longer than that.
yeah,
we-
I'll let you know. I'll let you know how soon we can get it. And then we gotta make signs too, so
There you go.
we'll
Thank
have
you,
to
man.
get some signs made.
I think we have some of the, well, I thought we had a few family members here, but that's fine. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Under non-action items, Public Works Director Albert John presented his monthly report. Street Commissioner Wesley Jacob presented his monthly report. City Engineer Tim Mader presented his monthly report, which had no action items. There was no further business to come before Public Works Committee, and we recessed.
Thank you, sir. Let's see, Utility Committee, Alderman Martin, please.
Thank you. If I sound a little raspy, y'all know the reason why. Man, this may be my last report. Yeah. See, Utility Committee convened on Tuesday, April 8th at 5 p.m. over here in Chambers. Quorum was present. There were no action items. Under non-action item, wastewater superintendent Tim Crater presented his monthly report. City engineer Tim Mader presented the monthly engineer's report, which had no action items for the council to consider. There'll be nothing further to come before this committee. We recess.
Thank you, sir. Recreation, Alderman Ashby, please.
Recreation Committee convened Tuesday, April 8th, 2025 at 5 p.m. in the council chambers, and a quorum was present. There was nothing under action items, and under non-action items, Recreation Director Zach Duyon presented the monthly Recreation Department report. City Engineer Tim Mader presented the monthly report, which had nothing. The water fountain at Thomas Park that is rusted out has been removed from the park. Alderman Ashby wants to meet with Alderman Vernon Martin and Zach Duyon to discuss building a walking track at Martin Luther King Center. Also, one other thing, Step, because you're gonna be back. Wes did pass on to me today, huh? Back here with us. My God is good. He got with SLCC about the unlevelness out at the Martin Luther King Center. And SLCC, after they finish their testing, they're gonna bring their survey class out there, and they're gonna shoot grade out there and let us know exactly what needs to be done to get the park completely level. There was no further business to come before the Recreation Committee, and the committee recessed.
Yes, sir.
Chuck, like I said, but we started, well, it wasn't you, it was me. I started off on the wrong foot with you, buddy. But Chuck will tell you, me and his dad, we used to battle every weekend. He'll tell you, we had some hell of a battles. And that's what we're trying to get back out there, man. I done got 12 people, man. They gonna come coach the kids and everything from baseball to softball. Shane gonna do the football. Chris is gonna do baseball. We got, what's his name? He teaches over at the middle school, Stevens. He's gonna, well, he's damn near 9 feet tall, so he's gonna teach the kids basketball. And last night at the skating, the chief, you know, I can't say enough about this man, our chief. He go way beyond what he do. And Chief, you know what? From talking to you last night, I'm gonna take that little guy under my wing. We had a little incident there. You know, everybody wants to be known or what have you, but I want to thank you, man, for what you and your wife do. And y'all, Chief is there every Monday. You understand? But listen, that's one thing I will do. Everything, whether I'm here or not, we're gonna make sure that this happens. But Chuck, I just want to thank you for stepping up. And I told him, you're one of my best friends on the council. I'm friends with everybody, but you know, hands-on is hands-on, and the people are starting to see the turnaround already. We planning something that's called Step Fest, and it's not Step Martin. It's not me. It's called something to entertain the people with. We're gonna have, we got Miss V. I talked to her. She's gonna donate food. We're looking to have at least about 500 people out there. So, Chief, I'm looking at you. Okay. But this is something right here. We're gonna try and get Crowley to be like it used to be. But the recreation department, and I went and apologized to Zach. He told me what's going on, and I hope that we, in the budget, can get enough money for him to get what he needs. But I just want to say thank you, man. And like I said, God always tell me one thing. When I pray, he said, be like your father, son. And my dad always told me, when you make a mistake, don't make another mistake by not correcting that mistake. So I just want to say kudos to you, and thank you for helping the kids. Thank you. everybody, thank you.
Also, an update for recreation. As of probably lunchtime or a little after lunch today, what time was it delivered, Wesley? The pallet. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, anyway, Wesley and them unloaded a pallet of skates, so the new skates are in. I spoke with the chief today. Over the next few days of this week and the weekend, we don't want to just throw them in there. We're going to go take the old ones out, replace the new ones, put the new ones back in there, and get them organized and stuff. And at some point, we want to try and maybe repair some of the old ones that are, you know, they need some insoles, they need some laces and stuff. But anyway, the new skates are in. They were delivered today, so.
Mayor, did we get in for, last night, we had a bunch of the little babies, remember that? What did they say, the baby
Yeah.
was 13, I'm like 13, the baby don't wear no 13.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It is, but we do have some of the smaller ones. We replaced some of the smaller ones too, because it's a lot of smaller ones.
I would like to say that we had 105 people there last night.
That's good.
So it's getting bigger.
That's good.
Unfortunately, we need more chaperones.
Yeah,
You know, we have a game room area with pool tables and stuff like that in there, but we're unable to open that because we just don't have enough chaperones. But if we can get some more chaperones, we would like to open that part for the older kids, to where mostly the ones that skate are the younger kids, so it give the older kids a place to go. But we do have to have it properly supervised for us to be able to open that.
Yeah.
So the more chaperones that we can get.
if anybody is interested in volunteering to help on Monday nights, for,
Six to eight.
Monday evening, yeah, 6 to 8 at the Martin Luther King Center. I encourage you to go over there. It truly is a fulfilling event, because a lot of those kids, a lot of them do not know how to skate, but they try. They are trying, and I'll tell you, they have a good time. But it's a great time. So thank you all for doing
And Mayor,
that,
just,
Smokey and
yeah,
Stephen.
a footnote to it. Troy came up with something last night, and I told Troy, I said, listen, man, that academy, they tell me to go pick out what he thought about for the adult kids and the adults, to have something to do while their kids skating. So he thought about that toss game. I went home and I got about 5 of them. So we're gonna use that for the adults. And to entice it, we're gonna put maybe $1 or something like that.
There you go.
But Chief, I wanna let you know that, you notice I had the older kids, they volunteered to whatever we need to do with the game room, so that's a start. There was 12 of them. Only thing they want is McDonald's. So, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. If anybody know the managers, what have you, if they give us a break, there's 12 of them. I told them y'all gonna get a $10 limit to work. So it's not child labor, okay? I just want to, I told them, but you have to tell them that.
Good deal.
So they gonna they gonna help us with the game room, and guess what? They bringing some more, next week. We expecting 150. That's what we're gonna expect.
Thank
If
y'all.
anybody got a little
Thank
extra cash, they want to, go to McDonald's and get some, cards for the ladies and guys, give them to Chief, and let's make it happen. Smokey, I'm pretty sure they'll be ready for you as well. All right, thank you.
Thank you all. Mr. Ashby? Nope, you done? Okay. Let's see, zoning annexation, Alderman Martin, it's you again.
Thank you, sir. Okay, zoning annexation. Oh, sorry. Zoning annexation committee met Tuesday, April 8th at 5 p.m. here at City Hall, City of Crowley Chambers. Quorum was present. Okay, on action items, there were no action items to present from the monthly engineers report. Tim, you're getting good at that, buddy. Why are you doing it after I'm leaving? All right. Under non-action items, city engineer Tim Mader presented the monthly report. The monthly engineering report, which had no action items for the council to consider. There being no business to come before the zoning annexation committee. we recess.
Mr. Mayor, I don't think they're picking at you. I think they're just letting,
Yeah.
letting others know that you were.
Something always there to talk about.
Yes. Yes, copy and paste. Thank you, Mr. Martin. Let's see. Public safety, Alderman Core, please.
Public safety.
Well, try that.
Okay, now I think it's working. The Public Safety Committee convened Tuesday, April 8th, 2025 at 5 p.m. in the council chambers, and a quorum was present. Under action items, a motion was made by Alderman Brad Core and seconded by Alderman Jeff Dorey to amend the request from Fire Chief Louis Romero for an appropriation of $30,000 to $40,000 from the general fund to cover equipment repairs that have exceeded his budget line item and defer the matter to Revenue and Finance for further consideration. The item was amended to include an additional $10,000 for generator repairs. We also have another action item that's on the agenda for today is to approve a Class B package beer permit and a Class B package liquor permit, both 2025, for Karchner Specialty Meats located at 205 VFW Drive, and I so move to approve. The first one went to
Revenue and Finance, so it'll be voted on Revenue and Finance.
But
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, Step.
Let's see, offered by Alderman Core, second by Alderwoman Chasson, to approve the Karchner Specialty Meats, discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Under non-action items, Chief of Police Troy Hebert presented his monthly report. Fire Chief Louis Romero was not present, nor was City Inspector Tony Duhan. The Fire Chief received a letter from Lions Point Volunteer Fire Department requesting the donation of fire engine number 5 in the event it becomes classified as surplus equipment. Fire Chief Romero is in favor of the donation because the pump does not operate properly. Alderman Brad Core stated that he would like to have an estimate for the repairs on the fire truck, and additionally, Mayor, to obtain a value of the truck. Next, citizens have requested a four-way stop sign at Thomas Park and an update on the review of this area by Chief Troy Hebert. Chief Hebert stated he has looked at the area, but will need more information before a decision could be made. Sandra should be handy, 1212 West 6th Street, and Crowley spoke to the council about flooding on her block when it rains. Gretchen Young, located at 1608 Lenny Johnson Street in Crowley, said that the person on her street is working on cars in his yard, and this is not a permitted business. He has parked cars in the street and is overflowing to other properties surrounding her property or his property. She would like help with this problem in her neighborhood. Ms. Teresa Richard at 105, I think that should be 1005 East 7th Street.
10:05, yes.
Updated the council on blighted property. There was no further business to come before the committee, and the committee closed.
Thank you, sir. Chief, you,
So, I just want to update the council. I was in Indianapolis last week with 3 of the firemen. We went to FDIC convention. Both new trucks are in service. South Crowley's fire station is completely remodeled, and North Crowley's fire station, we started on, they almost complete with the extension, and we starting on the inside of the building. So, if you got any questions for me, we got a lot going on right now.
Mr. Martin.
So we did accept the truck, and I guess you made notes of all the little knickknacks with it, I would imagine.
Yes, sir, everything's being handled,
Okay.
you know, as, so, we got 2 more things that have to be done to one of the engines, and then everything's good.
Okay. So you was in Indianapolis?
I was in Indy last week, yes, sir.
I hope the Pacers lose. And my Golden State Warriors win tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Is there any
Anybody got
questions?
any questions for the fire chief?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Let's see, Public Buildings, Alderman Dore.
Thank you, Mayor. Public Buildings Committee convened Tuesday, April the 8th, 2025, 5 p.m. in the council chambers, and a quorum was present. Under action items, a motion was made by Alderman Dickie Latchley, seconded by Alderman Brad Core to approve application for payment of number 5 to Prestige Construction Group LLC for Park and Pavilion Project Crowley in the estimated amount of $81,129.38. $81,129.38. Motion.
Offered by Alderwoman Marks, second by Alderman Martin. Discussion?
Mayor, I just want to thank you for submitting the detailed estimates of the work that was completed for us to review before
Yes, sir.
this meeting.
Awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate that as well. Mayor,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
did you find out why the dust is flying and they're not working?
So it looks like there's some movement going on now. My understanding is, there is some, I don't know if it's issues or there's some, difficulties with the building itself, as a metal building. And so they're working through that process. But, they've put the subsurface in and, they're farming up the slab for the building.
Okay, so that
They
has to go
have
down
to,
first, right?
they have to make sure that the anchor bolts and the slab is all, everything is right for the building as is spec. So that's kind of that was some of the holdup there, with that, so.
Yeah, because citizens, they were noticing now. I mean,
Oh, yeah, well, I was noticing too, because I asked, I asked them, me. Yes, sir. Any other discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
Under non-action items, there were none, and we recessed.
If, just going through public buildings, think about Mr. Byron, and maybe if you send him a text or give him a call, just keep his spirits up. And I know I'm a crybaby when I'm sick. I don't like to be sick, so.
that his numbers were up. I called him yesterday, he was resting, but I told him, look, get Crowley off your mind and,
Yeah.
and let God be God.
Oh, yeah, take care of yourself first.
I thank y'all for that.
Okay, thank you all. Let's see, Insurance and Personnel, Alderwoman Marks.
Thank you, Mayor. The Insurance and Personnel Committee convened Tuesday, April 8th, 2025 at 5 p.m. in the council chambers. A quorum was present. There were no action items. The Insurance and Personnel Committee had no non-action items, and the committee rests.
Thank you, ma'am. Community Economic Development Committee, Alderwoman Chasson.
Thank you. The Community and Economic Development Committee convened Tuesday, April 8th, 2025, 5 o'clock p.m. in the council chambers. A quorum was present. There were no action items. Alderwoman Katie Chasson reported on many events taking place in Crowley. There was no further action to come before the Community and Economic Development Committee, and the committee recessed. And
Thank
the
you,
only
ma'am.
thing that
We do have an update since last week's meeting. An evening of glitz and glamour with the Acadia Parish Council on Aging. You all have a flyer in your packets. May 15th at 6 o'clock in the evening. Tickets are on sale. They would-
tonight. That's
It is
tonight.
tonight. That is tonight, that's right. Yes. No,
Oh,
May
You're
15th,
right.
I'm sorry.
You're
It's
right. I
next
thought it
month's
was
meeting,
tonight.
yeah.
Okay.
No, it's here in Crowley. No, it is in Rain, I'm sorry. It's the.
I'm so confused.
Yes. Let me start over. The Acadia Parish Council on Aging, yes. At the warehouse in Rain. Tickets are $20 a person, celebrating our seniors in community service, education, civic leader, pioneer, trailblazer. Wear your most glitzy and glamorous attire. Mix and mingle from 5 to 5:45. They will be honoring some of our Crowley citizens, senior citizens. So if you would like to purchase tickets and attend that, please.
Thank you for
They-
clarifying
everyone
that,
is-
because I truly thought it was
Yes.
tonight.
May
So,
15th, yes.
Thank you. Very good.
All right. Okay, Revenue and Finance, Alderman, oh, yes, sir, Mr. Martin. I didn't make the, yeah. No, that's what it says, though.
He has glitzy.
Wear your most
Trust me, he
glitzy
has
and
glitzy.
glamorous attire, so if it's shining and it's glamorous, then wear it. Thank you, sir. All right, Revenue and Finance Committee, Alderman Lachele, please.
Thank you, Mayor. The Revenue and Finance Committee convened Tuesday, April 8th at 5 p.m. in the council chambers. A quorum was present. On the action items, a motion was made by Alderman Dickey Lachele and seconded by Alderman Brad Core to approve the referral to appropriate $40,000 from the general fund to cover equipment and generator repairs that have exceeded his budget line item, and the motion carries, and I so moved.
Offered by Alderman Lachele, second by Alderman Martin. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. There were no non-action items with no further business to come before the committee. The committee recessed. Sure.
Mr. Martin?
Mayor, and I told him this last night, and believe you me, being humble is one thing, but listen, you know, our chief is the lowest paid chief basically in the state. I called 5 different places. I'm not going, but one that I called, I couldn't believe it. Do some, $100 grand plus $10,000. What you call it? The bonus for the automobile. I think that's what they told.
Vehicle allowance.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, we done this. I don't know how many years ago, Jeff. You was on the council then, where we had. I was at a conference where we finally average out. Remember the pay of everybody. Mayor and council and this prestige committee. Well, you handle the money, so you always prestige. I think it's time to revisit that, Mayor, and you one of the lowest paid mayors around. I know we knew what we was coming into,
Oh, yeah.
but there's always people after us, okay? And in my case, I got one, probably something that's going, well, whatever, I'll pray on things. But anyway, rising water raises all ships. So you get what the office called for. It's not the person. So what I'm asking this council to do, and I hope that we do it real soon, is that we just average out, the pay. And I'm not trying to say it's fair or not fair, but I mean, it's a position, it's not the person, okay? So I ask that we, at our next meeting, and, well, if I'm not here, I'll be in the audience somewhere. But anyway, that would be considered. Let's take care of our people, because you know what's happening. Everybody cannibalizing everybody else. And I was very proud to say, Chief, I understand you got a heck of a waiting list, huh? For employment.
Yeah, well, we interviewed some today, so
Yeah, well.
it's looking promising.
Well, at one time, we were so low, they was interviewing everywhere else. So anyway, I just want to bring that over. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Step, excuse me, Mayor, do you know when the last time, what year that raise was given? Oh, Jeff?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Let's see. Okay. You, Mr. Core, you're finished? Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. All right.
Ordinances.
Alderman Lachele, thank you, sir. Let's see, ordinances. To consider ordinance number 1549, an ordinance to enact section 2-23 Public Records Request Policies and Procedures and section 2-24 Public Records Request Fee Schedule for the purpose of establishing policies and procedures for responding to public records requests and a fee schedule to be applied to production of records in response thereto, to repeal all ordinances or parts of ordinances contrary thereto or in conflict therewith, to provide for the provisions hereof to be severable, and to provide for all matters relative thereto, offered by Mr. Martin. Second by Alderwoman Marks. Discussion. Roll call. Yes.
Chuck Ashby.
Yes.
Katie Shacksaw.
Yes.
Brad Ford.
Yes.
Jeff Dorey.
Yes.
Dickie Lotchley.
Yes.
Vernon Morton. Sandy Martin.
Yes.
All in favor? Thank you. Resolutions to adopt the adjusted millage rates, a resolution of the mayor and board of aldermen of the city of Crowley, Acadia Parish, Louisiana, fixing and levying the millage on the 2025 tax roll on all properties subject to taxation by the city of Crowley, and to provide for all matters relative thereto and in connection therewith. Offered by Alderman Martin, second by Alderman Cord. Discussion. Just FYI, there was a lot of information, a lot of steps to go through. So this has started months ago. It had to go in the paper for a certain amount of time and advertise and all. So that's why we're just getting around to this resolution. So that's the normal schedule of events there. What's that? No, this is for the property taxes to roll to adjusted millage rates, yes. All in favor? Let's do roll call resolution.
Chuck Ashby.
Yes.
Katie Shacksaw.
Yes.
Brad Ford.
Yes.
Jeff Dorey.
Yes.
Dickie Lotchley.
Yes.
Vernon Morton.
Yes.
Sandy Martin. Yes.
All in favor? Thank you all. Okay. Mr. Mader, you have the opportunity to speak and defend yourself.
Well, I think you probably want to take a restroom break because I have a 30-minute presentation.
Since you had nothing last week, huh?
Yeah, it's been established I have nothing, so just leave it at that.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Wants to make a donation to the kids, we take gift cards from Walmart, that's what we buy most of the stuff at. And the good thing about it, we divide the ages, we're going from the kids, getting no prizes for them. So I think we're going from, what was it, five below, that's the babies. Then we're going from 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 on up. Like I say, the ladies are easy, all they want to do is go get everything done.
That's it. Thank you, sir. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Offered by Alderwoman Marks, second
Second.
by Alderman Cord. Discussion, y'all don't want to discuss it? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.